Grinding your pages so y'all can bitch drop the low, pull up the Providence. Be better in your life, you be propolis. Know you be lacking but not in this. Getting stressed right in front of our audience. Got them gasping and reaching for oxygen. On the guys.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Flash here now. This is the second numero dos. I don't know how to say two in other languages. I don't know. I'm trying. Bear with me. This is the second episode of this reaction channel. If you haven't seen the first episode up, I reacted to Marcellus trying to break the world record. That shit was crazy, man. That dude has some really quick hands. It was really, really cool. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. I was like, man, this channel is going to feature a lot of things. Gaming, reactions, obviously, was going to be like one of the biggest things. You know we're going to talk sports because y'all know I love sports. The main channel got the skits. This channel is where we're going to have the discussion. We're going to talk about the topics. We're gonna get it off our chest because it's not just about me talking. I want to hear what y'all gotta say too, man. So I'll be doing things where I read comments, shout out top people, all that stuff. And for those that are watching now, you guys get to be a part of that. So go ahead and comment, tell me what y'all got to say, and I'll probably start putting y'all's comments on the screen, and we'll get into it. Let's go ahead and talk about these playoff games, man. We had 4 playoff games. It was a wild weekend, man. I feel like I just spent a lot of time in front of my TV. But it was lit. You know what I'm saying? Playoffs, they should be a national holiday because football is a national treasure. So for the first game, we had the Packers and the Washington football team. The football team. Anyway, that game, I mean, it is what it is. Aaron Rodgers, we knew he was going to go in there and handle business. I thought Chase Young in the defense was going to show up more, especially since he called him out. They didn't really show up like that. The quarterback for that team was a nobody. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not going to disrespect him like that. He did his job. He tried to do what he could do, but it would have been a better game if Alex Smith was in there. It probably would have been a lot more intriguing, but, it is what it is. Aaron Rodgers got the job done. Devontae Adams established again why he's a dominant receiver. He got that look in his eye. He got that Kobe look, that Mamba look. The next game we got was the Bills and the Ravens. Now, this game I thought was going to be a really good game. I thought it was going to be really competitive. I didn't think that the Bills would go up the way they did. It just sucked that Lamar Jackson threw that pick 6 to Taron Johnson. Shout out Taron Johnson, Sacramento 916. You already know what it is. If you didn't know, I made a video about Taron Johnson where he got his head hit by a ball at the combine. That shit was hilarious. Taron Johnson out here making plays. That's not the first play he's made either. That boy has been making a lot of plays in important games. And that play right there was, you could just tell it sucked the life out of him. In my opinion on the Ravens, it's not Lamar's fault. It's not Hollywood Brown's fault. It ain't J.K. Dobbins' fault. I just don't think that they're using Lamar the right way that they should be. They don't open him up. They're not letting him throw down the field. Like, I get that he's fast. I get you got this scheme that you're building around him, but give him a chance to throw down the field. Give him a chance to just fucking have some opportunities to fucking make some plays and put the ball in his receiver's hands. They run that shit way too much. And the reason why I know this is because Greg Roman, he was the offensive coordinator for the 49ers when we had Kaepernick and we went to the Super Bowl. And I hated that play calling. That play calling was vanilla as fuck. It was so bad. Like, I get you gonna stay committed to your schemes, but you gotta balance it out. You gotta keep the defense honest. You gotta mix it up and keep them on their toes. And I just think the Ravens don't do that enough. If they want to make it to the next level, I mean, they won a playoff game this year. Last year they didn't. If they want to take it to the next level, they need to let Lamar get to the next level. Now we got today's games, which we just watched all day today. The first game, y'all know what it was. Cleveland Browns versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I was like, the Browns spanked the Steelers. They just came in, blew them out. So I'm over here like, man, you know what? They might play them pretty good. They might play them pretty good. If they can run the ball, dominate the clock, tire that Chiefs defense out, keep Mahomes on the sideline, kind of like the formula in essence in a way. It's just, you got to just not let the ball be in his hands. They might have a chance. And then the game happens. And I mean, God, it's just like Cleveland just doesn't want to step up. It just sucks because they go down, and then they finally get down the field, and then Higgins catches the ball. That boy is balling out. And then he finally reaches out, and the Kansas City Chiefs got this luck. There must be like there's got to be this magical water fountain it was in the Warriors facility and they were drinking out of it, and that's why they're just fucking throwing up threes out of nowhere and they're just fucking going out. Then this water fountain was in Seattle because the Seahawks are getting all this crazy ass luck. Now that fucking water fountain is in Kansas City. There was a play at the beginning of the game, now that I remember, where Mahomes, the ball snapped to his hands, and if y'all watched it, y'all remember it went through his hands. 9 out of 10 times when that happens, the ball is going to go like 10 yards back. And you got to go run back and get it. But Mahomes fucking right through his hands and goes right up in the air in front of him. And I'm like, oh, wow, of course. Of course he gets that break. It doesn't go flying somewhere else. It's just right in front of him. Catches it, but still gets the pass off to the bubble, off the slot. and then that guy just starts running down the field and gains 3 yards. You telling me he gained 3 yards on a play he probably should have lost like 7 at 14 yards? Come on, man. Like, testament to his greatness. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not a hater, but damn, that shit is crazy as hell. Then we go and we see Patrick Mahomes running the ball, and I almost feel like Patrick Mahomes is damn near invincible in a sense because everybody's so scared of his arm that he can scurry around. He's not the most athletic guy. He's fast enough in a sense to get to where he needs to be, but teams are so scared of his arm that he can get loose with his feet. He's just running loose all over this Browns defense, and then finally, dude, it hits him. And I feel like Mahomes got up, and if you saw his face, Mahomes got up and he was shook. That man was shook for a second, man. I know y'all saw that. He was just dumbfounded, and then he got a concussion. He was out the game. That was a chance for the Browns to get back in, and they didn't take advantage of that shit at all. It was 5 minutes left in the game, and it was a 4th down. They punted it. You shouldn't have punted the ball. Damn, man, y'all should have just went down. And it's crazy to me that the defense couldn't stop. It's Chad Henne. Mr. Anything is possible, and y'all couldn't get a stop. It's Chad Henne. Y'all need to lock up. There's a lot. Like, my thing is the Cleveland defense is not a bad defense. It's a talented defense, and I just feel like they had the game in front of them, and they could have taken advantage of it, and they didn't. And they could have been playing the Bills in the AFC Championship game. The Bills are a great team, but the Browns could play them. We're one game away from talking about the Browns being in the Super Bowl, but the opportunity was there, and sometimes teams just aren't ready to take it, and that's really what it comes down to. Maybe if Odell was on that team, it would have made a difference. The last game, the Buccaneers versus Saints, the old men battling it out. It's almost like when you go to 24-hour fitness and you walk into a gym and you go into the locker room and there's 2 old men there. Oh, exactly, and they're both butt naked, nutsack hanging, all that shit. That's what was going on. I'm just playing, but this game was a pretty interesting game, man. The Saints swept them in the regular season. Are you really going to beat Tom Brady 3 times in one season? I don't think that's ever happened, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. So, with that being said, you can't ever count on Tom Brady. But the Saints go up early in that game, but damn, Drew Brees looked like shit. That's the topic of the conversation. Holy damn. This is like 3 years in a row of losing at home and just playing like shit. Like, he got to get up out of there. He need to retire. New Orleans got to move on from that. And after he said all that other racist bullshit, he needs to just go now. Time for a new quarterback. They got Jameis Winston. You could draft somebody. It doesn't matter. Drew Brees did not need to lose the game the way he lost it today. And then Michael Thomas, no catches, go there getting clamped and shit. I mean, that was a horrible second half for the Saints. The Buccaneers defense stepped up. They lived up to their reputation. Tom Brady is playing in the NFC Championship game. The NFC Championship game. He's always playing in the AFC Championship game. And he was doing that when I was like 8 or 9 years old. Now here I am sitting in front of y'all with a beard, 26 years old, and he's playing in the NFC Championship game. I mean, how many times is this guy going to do it before we finally say he is the GOAT? Because, believe it or not, people don't think he's the GOAT. Aaron Rodgers finally has made it back to the championship game. I think this is like his 4th or 5th, maybe, or 3rd, maybe. Tom Brady does it every year, if not every other year, and he's done it in the other conference. It almost reminds me of how LeBron went to the West and won in the West. It just goes to show that it really is because of that player's greatness. So, shout out to Tom Brady for always being great. And he's still going to do it, and he's probably going to play next year and get back there again. That shit is wild to me. Before we wrap this up, why don't we go ahead and talk about our predictions for next week? Because we got 2 really good games. The NFC Championship game between the Buccaneers and the Packers. And then we got the AFC Championship game between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. And then, of course, Super Bowl. I think I can give you all my early Super Bowl prediction. Why not? And it'll be funny because we'll see how it changes based off my AFC Championship prediction. Start off with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. I'd like Buffalo to win. I would. They got Tre'Davious White. They got a great D-line. A lot of young guys. Stephon Diggs. I didn't think it was going to work. I ain't going to lie. I thought Minnesota sent him there to die. I'm like, they're sending him there to go play with Josh Allen. He already didn't really like Kirk Cousins. He's probably going to fucking hate Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? But no. I mean, it was great. And in my opinion, I was telling my brother this is how you do it as a GM. Their GM's a really good GM. He's made a lot of good moves. Is when you go and you trade for a player like Stephon Diggs, you're bringing him in to be that guy, to give him the opportunity that he wants, but you're bringing him in to bring your guy help. A lot of GMs try to bring guys that players help, but a lot of times that help doesn't work out. This time, Josh Allen out in the sense of it helped him get to the next level of his career. He took a noticeably big step this year, and I think that had to do with the fact that he had a better weapon. And so, in essence, he's made Josh Allen better, and that's worked out for the Bills. But it's still not enough. I mean, we talking about the Chiefs, man. We talking about Patrick Mahomes. It's just too much firepower. I don't think the Bills can outscore them. The defense is good. They're better than the Chiefs' defense. Maybe. The Chiefs just got all these playmakers on their team, and there's just this intimidation factor. And I guess what I want to see from Josh Allen in the first quarter is he intimidated by the Chiefs? You know, can he just get into the flow of the game and get it going? But I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs because I really think they're just going to make it back to the Super Bowl and try to defend their title. Okay, and then we got the Packers and the Buccaneers. Damn, what a game. 12 versus 12. Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers for the first time ever in the playoffs. Damn. Shit gives me goosebumps. Are you kidding me? This is like Kobe and LeBron getting to meet in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, obviously they're old as hell now, but damn, this is really, really exciting. And we get them in Green Bay. I don't know if the Buccaneers team can handle that cold weather. I'm going to have to roll with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is playing phenomenal. Obviously, them drafting Jordan Love had a very big reason for him being motivated to have an MVP season this year. The Packers won't make the same mistakes the Saints made today in this game. And I think that'll be the difference in that aspect. I think the Buccaneers might have a harder time scoring on them. And there's just something about seeing Aaron Rodgers in a State Farm Super Bowl this year with Patrick Mahomes. Because I feel like they were trying to do that shit last year, to be honest. I feel like even the whole world wanted that shit. But the 49ers, you already know what it is. We had to do our thing. I don't know. I could just see Aaron Rodgers going and playing Patrick Mahomes. And then I could see Aaron Rodgers beating Patrick Mahomes and winning the Super Bowl this year, winning his second one. Damn, it's going to be a good game. Because it's like, how can you bet against Brady, you know? How can you? That's hard, but I'm gonna have to lean it for Patrick. I'm gonna have to lean towards Aaron Rodgers on that one. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, man. You already know how the discussions are gonna be on this channel. I want to hear what you guys got to think. Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you got winning the Super Bowl? Who do you think's going number one in the draft? Because Urban Meyer might draft Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please subscribe if you guys haven't. Go ahead and drop a like. Till next time, I appreciate y'all. I'm out.
Bronny up pages so y'all can bitch drop the low, pull up the Providence. Be better in your life, you be propolis. Know you be lacking but not in this. Getting stretched right in front of our audience. Got them gasking and reaching for oxygen. On the guys, know we be bombing shit. On the gang, pull up and drop some shit. Already know who the hardest is. Look at them running they politics. Toting them blicks ain't no compliments. Running that bitch in Metropolis. I'm waving my Glock in these sponsorships. All of these niggas, they fraudulent. Been pulling the tags and documents. I probably